What is the best advice you got for a business?
So best advice, someone has asked me to read books. I would call it as failed experiment, but maybe that may be successful for someone else.
But right now, if I open online, I have YouTube, I have Google, I have blogs, and I have courses with Coursera, Udemy, a lot of other things, right? But apart from that, why should I come to Whizlabs?
Whizlabs is the one-stop solution if you want to get certified and grow in your career.
Can you help me understand where you started your business journey?
So I don't know, somehow I have passion on teaching. Okay. So, probably I got it from my father. He was quite popular blogger for Java. That blog name. Obviously, yeah, that helped because that is why I chosen the technical career.
I'm able to remember my school days where we started the storage from floppy disk.
But apart from that, even if you don't want to do programming, still you can be cloud engineer. Okay, really, can you demonstrate that knowledge in the real-time scenario? So that is what all the companies actually needs, right? So even enough freshers are coming and asking, how can we get a real-time experience unless until we get a job, right? So that is why we are providing hands-on solutions. In Whizlabs, we have a culture of people first.
Blogging, programming, and starting a business, co-founding a business. You have a vast experience. So what is your best advices to budding entrepreneurs who want to start a business? Good evening and welcome to Zoom with GS Kumar, where we regularly meet inspiring freelancers, coach, business owners, startups, and MSMEs. Today, we have a special guest with a technology background where we have a lot to learn on this new technology, upskilling, training related aspects. I'm happy to welcome Mr. Krishna Srinivasan, co-founder and CEO, Whizlabs, founder at Lunar Pen, and co-founder Easy Deploy. Thank you. So I'll start with this session with understanding your background because I've read a lot about your background in online, and it was a very inspiring journey, starting from a blogger, programmer, and a lot more other things. Then you have scaled up to this particular level. It's very inspiring. Can you help me understand where you started your business journey?
So actually, before starting business career, I had 13 years of experience in working in various MNCs, okay, companies like Infosys, Wipro, and Accenture, as a technology lead and project managers. Whizlabs around 2016. Okay, so since then, I am focusing on Whizlabs and helping technology professionals to improve their learning skills or enrich their career and personal life. Okay, so then I moved on to start some other startups like Lunar Pen, which is for e-signature, then Easy Deploy, which is for cloud consulting. So that's all about my entrepreneurship journey.
Wonderful. I would like to learn about this Whizlabs part of it. Can you help me understand what it is and what kind of services you provide?
Whizlabs is e-learning company which is primarily focusing on providing technology e-learning solutions. So we focus currently on cloud computing, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud products and e-learning needs. In the current trend, actually there is a huge change in the technology trends, every company is moving into cloud, so huge skill gap is exist in the market. So all the companies are looking for certified professionals, even all big MNCs, because there is a very huge gap in the skilled force, right? So there is a huge demand for certified professionals. So Whizlabs is creating really good quality and training materials for passing those certification exams. And we have three types of products. One is hands-on labs, which is like giving practical experience for the cloud concept. Then self study learning, which is video course, then exam simulator, which is for replicating the real exam scenarios, so which gives complete confidence to the users or our customers to appear for the real exam and get certified. So this is the overall business of Whizlabs. So here, when it comes to e-learning content, we are not just providing content; we are building the platform. Okay, so that means we build our own software for delivering our solutions. So we have a really very talented technology team sitting in our office. So they're listening to our customers and finding the improvements in our software. So we are focusing giving really good user experience, and all those also same time really good quality content for passing the certification exams.
Wonderful. Training industry, to my understanding, is an evergreen industry where people keep on doing, right from children to CEO level. People always do the upskilling part because that's their way of getting more, technological upgradation, and even for salary, for everything. Training is something evergreen where you are in that space. Beautiful. But what exactly inspired you to start this particular training industry? Because starting from a different domain and shifting into a different domain, there might be a reason and logical reason towards it. May I understand what inspired you, and you still have that inspiration and goal towards that?
Yeah. So my father was a teacher. Okay. So I don't know, somehow I have passion on teaching. Okay.
Okay.
So, probably I got it from my father or some other inspirations. So before I start Whizlab itself, like when I started my career, so I have created blogs, okay, some web pages. So there I used to write a lot of articles and technical topics, so which helping the developers or technical community to learn and implement in their day-to-day solutions. Okay, so this is how I started person. Then when I started my blog, so I was quite popular blogger for Java. Okay, Java Beat, that blog name is Java Beat. Okay, so that time it was ranking really one of the popular across the world. It is followed by lakhs of users every month. A lot of questions are asked. Then I came to realize that there is huge demand, or people are looking for solutions or trainings or help, primarily help for teaching good quality training. Then I came the idea of starting my own venture where it can help. The same time we can generate good amount of revenue. Okay, so basically when you are providing a good quality services or products, okay, to the customers, obviously the business will be successful, right? So by 2016 I have started this Whizlab along with my partners. Okay, they are from Delhi. Okay, so then since then we are really making our users are really happy and they are achieving their goals. They are still supporting our company.
Wonderful. So any business to start, there must be a strong subject matter expertise, be it experience or be it education background or anything. If you look at most of the business people, they have that strong business subject matter expertise to start with the whole business journey. So what was your education background and what was your experience which made you motivated to start a business?
Yeah. Actually, if you want to start and make that business very successful, there are few things which is very important. One is leadership, okay, and marketing and sales. Okay, then apart from that, product development. Okay, so luckily, like I have all these skills, so I gained good amount of learning on digital marketing from running blogs. Then I read a lot of books for leadership, and then I have very good technical background, so I know how to build a really good software for providing training solutions. Okay, so these all things helped me to start this without any hesitant and without any fear. And when I'm starting itself, I'm very confident that it will be very successful. Okay, so these are the background I have. But I studied Master of Computer Application, MCA, okay, from Madras University. Obviously, yeah, that helped because that is why I chosen the technical career. So that is the really backbone. And apart from that, many other skills like writing blogs and these things added a very good value for leading my teams.
Wonderful. So when we start a business, we should have a particular target audience to serve. Okay, like you have started a training industry where learners or your target industry, but did you had a specific niche target in your mind that okay, I'm going to serve this kind of an audience? Do you had that in mind, and who is your target audience?
Our target audience is currently uh, technology professionals and students who are focusing on becoming a software engineer or cloud engineer and technical field. Okay, so that is already planned because I was working in the same industry because I could understand what the challenges, what the problems, yeah, technical engineers or software engineers are facing. So from the beginning, my target audience is always in that segment. Okay, so because still there are a lot of things to do in that segment to improve their learning skills. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So you talked about cloud engineering as a specific technology to educate people. Can you help us understand what exactly is cloud computing? Because this is something a jargon from a non-IT background. If you could help understand what it is and how do you help those people that could help?
Yeah. So cloud computing is hosting all the servers in a single location and renting the space from that one company. So for example, Amazon Web Services is dominant or number one player in the cloud computing space. So before this cloud computing concept has arrived, everyone has to maintain big data center in their company. For example, even when we maintain small blogs or so a company's database, so they have to keep on premise a data center and they have to keep everything. So it involves a lot of hardware cost. Okay, human power is needed, human maintenance, so it involves so much of cost, and also many times it will fail. It is very difficult because they will not have good expertise to manage the data center, right? That needs a really good amount of experience. So these things have solved by companies like Amazon Web Services, built their own hardware and data centers. They just rented out to all the big companies or small companies. Even a blogger can host their blog in the Amazon Web Service in the few clicks. Okay, so in simple, keeping all the data in one location, okay, you don't have to worry about the safety or security of that data, and you just go and create your account in online, move all your data, you just run your company. Okay, your website or your data center, your employee database, everything can be hosted in the cloud, or it can be served from the browser. You just use your Chrome or Firefox browser, access all your content, you manage your data center. So that is the cloud computing.
Wonderful. Talking about storage, I'm able to remember my school days where we started the storage from floppy disk and then moved on to a CD-ROM where we kept as a very secured element of that particular floppy and CD-ROM. Now, I mean, after 10 years, 15 years, things has been changed and we don't need a specific hard disk to save data and other materials. But being a technology person, I just wanted to ask you, like, this particular storage, whom it benefits a lot in terms of your experience, which particular industry or who really needs this particular data saving?
Everyone. Okay, so you are using mobile, that mobile is having a lot of apps, so where it is stored, it is cloud, right? So you can consider cloud computing is an operating system. How once operating system like Windows is powered our laptops and computers, the same way all our data, our everyday usage is now powered by cloud computing only. So everyone needs, even small blogger or big companies need the help of cloud computing.
Okay, so when people are coming to you to save their data on the security aspects of it, what is the range of cost they have to invest on this particular data? Because everything in technology is a cost. So what is the range of cost they have to spend?
Actually, giving the cost is very difficult because it depends on their requirements, right? So how much amount of data they are going to store and what type of data. It is just a flat files, or it is a database like, or they have to run some applications and retrieve the data. Based on all these requirements, the cost will be different because these cloud computing tools even providing a cost estimator where you can go and fill your data, they will provide the cost.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So talking about the career of a cloud engineer, since you are training people, you will be knowing the scope and growth of a cloud engineer. What exactly you see as a growth, a career scope, technology growth or career growth, those kind of elements for a cloud engineer who gets certification after the training. What exactly his scope?
Yeah. So the future demand for technical professionals mostly into cloud computing and DevOps. Since all of our data and applications are now hosted by cloud computing companies, okay, there is a huge demand. There are 10 millions of professionals are in demand, and still lack of manpower. So when they are completing these certifications or cloud courses, definitely they will get good job. And also maybe you may be thinking, okay, they are getting a job, how long it will go. So how Java developers or .NET developers have survived for 10 years or 20 years, a huge demand, you still demand is there in future. Okay, every time, cloud demand will be there, maybe 30 years, 40 years, but definitely there will be advancement in the same technology, something like AI, machine learning. If you look at now, all the companies started implementing these machine learning kind of algorithms. So how they are running, they have to run only on cloud, they cannot run on their own, right? So obviously it is forever. So when you choose your career in cloud computing, you are very safe.
Wonderful. So any particular technology to learn, there should be a prerequisite. So who is the ideal person to get into this cloud engineering kind of a certification, whether it is a Java programmer, .NET programmer, or testing? What exactly? Who is the ideal candidate who has to upskill on this cloud platforms?
Cloud, for to become cloud engineer, there is no prerequisite, because if you are a networking professional, you have very added advantage, because most of the concept which are used in cloud computing is networking related. Okay,
Mhm.
so if you are a networking professional, you will find it is very easy to upskill and learn cloud concept very quickly. But apart from that, it is anyone can learn, because there is no programming involved in learning cloud computing. Either you are a Java or .NET developer or Python. Okay, anyone can learn cloud computing in a few months itself. Okay, taking a good training. Okay, so it's
Okay.
very, but being a technology background, obviously you find it very easy. Okay,
Mhm.
but that is not a showstopper. Okay, even if you don't, you see, because I am popular in Quora, because lot of users will be asking questions in my Quora profile. Okay, I am a MBA background. Okay, I am working in some oil company. I want to shift to cloud, because everyone hear about cloud computing, they want to shift their career into cloud. For them, I ask this, I answer simple thing, like you can easily straight away go and do this certification. You can get certified, definitely you can start working on the cloud, because they also finding it very easy, the learning cloud, and they become cloud engineers.
I mean, that's a stress-free option. When I heard that, I don't require any programming background, because anybody can enter into it. And then if we have passionate towards certain technology, coding and programming should not be a barrier.
Yeah, many
Right.
users are asking the same. What you are saying? I don't like to program. Okay, can I start a cloud? Yeah, then I tell, yeah, you don't have to do programming. But if you want programming, also there is a part in cloud computing where you need programming. Okay, that is on small part only. Okay, but apart from that, even if you don't want to do programming, still you can be cloud engineer.
Wonderful. That's a great relief. Okay, I think a lot of people will get into these kind of technology where people really want to have upskilling and new technologies. That's wonderful. Coming to the training part, there are multiple classification in terms of training. One, there is an individual who needs upskilling where he is getting into a training. Second, there are corporates who want to train their professional into upskilling. So do you think it's a responsibility for an organization to upskill their employees, or it's an individual effort of an employee to get into upskill?
It is responsibility of both. Okay,
Okay.
so, because when it comes to individual, definitely if they want to reach really very good future career growth. They have to upskill themselves, whether for their current company or future, they're getting good job offers. Definitely they have to upskill. And for organization, because they only know where they're investing. Okay, if it could be a new technology, which is having lack of training available in the internet, so they have to arrange record materials or content or subject matter expert to train their employees. If they have really good skills, then only they can perform the task very well, right? So obviously, investing on training is the number one priority for any organization. Okay, from my experience, even for our companies, because we have separate training team, they talk to employees, they assess the skills, we find the gaps, that keep training. When we do the training, their performance and productivity is really totally different, and compared to before, they have adequate skills to perform their job. So definitely organization has to invest a lot on training their employees. Okay, and also employees has to focus on their own personal training calendar, and they have to keep learning something new and upskill themselves to stay in the competition, and either to fulfill current company's needs, or at least they're not getting laid off, or some challenges they are going to face, right? Obviously organization needs really skilled people, right? If they don't have enough skills, it is very difficult for them to assign the job. When the technology is changing, they have to get upskill.
Wonderful. In terms of organizational training, supposing I'm running a software technology company, and I want to train my 30 or 40 people who are software developers. Do you collaborate and give a customized training to my employees? And how long will it take? And what could be the cost of that particular corporate training, if you could tell?
Yeah, so of course, we primarily focusing on corporate trainings, B2B. We have big clients like Accenture, Deloitte, JP Morgan. Many companies are onboarded into our training platform. Currently, they approach us. We will contact them for the training requirement and give the demo. Then we will discuss with them detailed requirements, what kind of training solution they are looking for, and their employees' current strength and weakness. Then we will provide the solutions.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
because we have separate B2B portal, okay, apart from retail customers, their employee team can track their performance, usage, okay, and get the complete report. This help a company to understand, which employees are really using the portal. They can
Wonderful.
manage the entire team from our business portal. Okay, one is they think only about cash flow and money. Okay, then very short term goals. Okay, if you start maybe short term you may gain, but long term you cannot survive in the competition. But mostly like I get motivation interacting with my team. Okay, don't get demotivated for your short term goals. You have a very long term broader vision. Okay, so that helps the community, society, your family, your colleagues. Okay.